Hey, fellow swordsmen, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Night is Coming, Episode 3, Fighting Back Against the Forest. Let's spend some dark shards. So in terms of the combat tree, I'd like to get ranged units, and I could either go Enchanter or Archer. I'm going to have you guys decide what ranged unit to get. So, the way this works is, if I wanted archers, I would need to get army size 2 first, increasing the amount of troops that I can have, which will lead to archer, once we have a village tier 2. And if I get enchanter, that leads to sorcerer. So enchanter is like a ranged unit that also can buff defense of your own units. A sorcerer is more of like a attack spell, and that leads, of course, to healers. You can also get to healer classes through army size, which leads to archer, and then through healing light. So these trees here, you only have to fill one of the prerequisites. So I can get healer either going through enchanter or healer going through army size. So enchanter or archer both lead inevitably to healer, which is really important. Getting a healer is like an absolute must, in my opinion. In terms of army size, if you're wondering, right now my total army size is 2. I can't have any more troops. So in this case, if I research Enchanter, when you research Enchanter, you also get army size +1. And, but you guys can ultimately decide which one to get. So the poll's right there. I'll give you a minute to vote on that. Happy with either. And we have a new strong-stomached dude here. I don't have space for him right now, so I might want to wait to add him to the village for when we have one more unit to train. Is it not +1 with more archer? What exactly do you mean? Like, if I research archer? Researching archer doesn't give +1. Army size gives +2. So getting army size costs 2, and then archer is its own point. And I have 2 points to spend once my spirit altar is level 2. Alright, we're going the path of the archer. Got it. So now I can have an army of at least 4. It's also worth noting that not every unit is a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you open up the barracks, a swordsman takes 1, a militia takes 1, but like a knight, for instance, takes 4. So some units cost a lot more than others. So you shouldn't just assume every unit is just 1 army size. Blood moon draws closer. Copy that. So I'm planning on admitting this new guy once our spirit altar is level 2, because then I'll be able to train someone to become an archer immediately. Wow, they're going to sleep early. Because of the forced labor. I'll give them rest. I'm actually going to work till exhausted, because the blood moon is rising right now, and I don't have my archer yet. And I kind of want my archer. So I'll also recruit Chestoslav here, and hope that someone builds the spirit archer, the spirit altar, like immediately, so that I can raise construction up to the top, so I can actually add my archer in, because you know that's sort of important. Can someone deliver the plank, please? Actually, come to think of it, I don't... No, I have a plank in stock. But it's a little too late. Here comes the attack. Now, this is the second Blood Moon. It's not going to be, like, impossibly hard. It does ramp pretty quickly, though. So it's going to be important for me to be a lot more protected and ready next fight. Because the animals died in this fight, and it's not even the last unit. There is 2 enemies remaining. Now, if I'm worried, I can also use Scorching Beam, which is a spell to help level the odds. So I just used Scorching Beam, which cost me my Settlement Spirit, but my warriors were, you know, on a bit last legs there. Alright, there we go. Spirit Altar level 2 is done. That means that I have the ability to upgrade my Sage's Workshop again. With 4 boards, 2 metal pipes, and that will allow me to gain access to more research tree. So let's go ahead and queue up 4 boards as well. 4 more boards. Because we're trying to unlock Archer Tech. And the farm is almost done. Alright, Settler is about to die. Because one of them got captured by a monster. Brutal. The monster is way too hard for my 2 swordsmen to take on by their lonesome. So we're definitely going to need backup for this. But Krasimir is in enemy hands. He got abducted in the middle of the night. So once I have the Sage's Workshop upgraded, I'll be able to go mount a rescue. Farm! Let's go ahead and sow a new field of beets. And I had 9 beet seeds, so there we go. Which also means I need someone that can farm to farm. So you love farming. So let's give you the highest priority farming. And I'll only just have 1 farmer for now. And then likewise, I have 4 turnip seeds. So let's sow a new field of turnip seeds. 4. If I want to fertilize them, I can click on the individual fields and click fertilization. Or I can go to the farm and click on the field and say, hey, fertilize the field. So as you can see, the beet fields take longer to grow than the turnips. And every day there's a bonus for fertilization if you manage to fertilize it. We have 2 potential missions. You can only have 1 mission at a time, so let's see what they are. One is to accept wanderers for mushrooms, and the other is to destroy the old well and rescue the settler that is dying from captivity. Let's do that one. Rescuing the person seems fitting. So there's a Krasimir is stuck in this well because he was abducted by a monster, and we're going to mount a rescue before he dies. And as soon as the Sage's Workshop is upgraded, we'll be able to get 1 more unit, which will level our odds for this fight. Yeah, I got taken tonight and stuffed down a well. Rough, I know. Alright, military points. Archer. Done. Then we go to our barracks. And I am going to... retrain Denislava, who was our swordsman, as an archer, because she has a bonus to crit. And then I'm going to train our knight as a swordsman, because they have a bonus to tanking. I think that's probably the best lineup that we can afford at the moment. So if we take a look at our settlers here, Krasimir is in enemy hands. We have Denislava, who's now our new archer. And then our 2 swordsmen. And the new one is particularly tanky. Alright, prayer's off cooldown for all 3 of them. Perfect. Sounds like a good time to go mess with the murderous well guard. I'm gonna pray before we get there. And out from the well pops the Night Hag, which is a... Oh god, and there's also an Ash Hag over here too. Which is a particularly difficult enemy to kill. But luckily, the archer's backup makes a loaded difference. Oh, okay. I was telling her to run, she just kind of decided not to. She re-engaged. Regardless, you are alive. But the well itself attacks you? Full of bats? So I'm going to come back for when we're a little bit more healed to clear out the well. Because this well has 2,500 hit points, and we don't have anywhere near enough to survive that. So I have 2 swordsmen. Who wants to be my archer? It's kind of a rough position to be in. None of these guys have particularly good stats. Oh, you know what? Donna has really high damage stats. That will work. My warehouse says it's full. So let's go ahead and expand it. I'm probably going to want to set up a new warehouse that just has seeds and food dedicated for cooking, because keeping them separate is pretty handy. Okay, fields have been fertilized today. That's good. And my army is ready to go. So once prayer gets off cooldown and I can pray again, I'll send these guys in. Actually, they could probably handle it now. There we go. The well is destroyed. And he has been rescued. Bring everyone back home. There is another mission here, but I'm gonna say no to it. Because I don't like that mission, because it forces you to basically recruit everyone you can possibly recruit, regardless of their, like, terrible traits. So I usually just ignore that one. Alright, as far as plant seeds go, let's have a little seed warehouse over here, just for the plant seeds itself. And then once my military is fully healed from prayer, we'll go and rescue whoever's up here. Although there is a enemy camp, a timber fiend layer there, so I'm gonna have to swoop in from the south and, like, hook around. Otherwise, I might run the risk of aggravating the camp. We also ought to build a forge. And I am going to construct the forge. I'll have to cut down or dig up this stone, but I want it attached to this warehouse as well. And holding shift queues up orders. And you, friend, Blash, can join. No idea what your personality trait is, but hopefully it's not bad. Ooh, it's good. Faithful. Just avoid that enemy encampment on your way home, please. Oh, I see. He is not being attacked right now. I think he should be okay. I'm standing here just in case. But I don't want to engage a unaggroed monster spawner. Because it will piss off the Forest Vengeance. Which isn't something I necessarily want to do right now. Alright, I do have enough points, or almost enough points. I'm about to get enough points for the next tech. And I wanted to get Tavern. And then maybe Hut as well. So your settlement spirit goes up the better you provide for your settlers. So there's a feedback loop where, like, if you constantly improve their living conditions, then you get more settlement spirit to be able to protect them better. So I got Tavern Tech and houses. So we can start setting up houses. As far as the tavern goes, let's put the tavern pretty close to the farm. And then I'm going to set up a new warehouse to have food in it. Attached to the tavern. It's a weird shaped warehouse, but that will work. And this requires cogs and metal parts, and the metal parts, of course, come from the forge. So I was digging up the stones over there so that we can build a forge that attaches itself to the initial warehouse as well. So the forge requires 4 boards. And then the tavern requires 2 cogs. And then this requires 2 metal pipes, but the metal pipes are already in the queue because I have them make until you have a certain amount. And I'll reissue that order. Is there a bonus for attaching to the warehouse? Yes. They don't have to haul resources from the warehouse to the crafting. It's sent automatically, which frees up hauling a lot. In doing that rescue from the well quest, we also got enough points to unlock almost 2 battle technologies. So the next question I have for you is... So here are the choices. I'll lay it out. We could start doing defensive towers. Now, my 2 cents, defensive towers are really nice, but because they can't be moved and they can't be upgraded, well, they can be upgraded, but they can't, like, earn experience or whatever. They're nice to have, but I do find it's better to have a stronger standing army that can move around and attack things and clear Forest Vengeance than a big walled-in city. Just my 2 cents, of course. In terms of battle, what you generally want is tanks, healers, damage dealers. Your tanks are going to be like knights and knights with good armor. That's going to help out a lot. Armor is upgraded through getting iron or calcum and adamantite, which you find going deeper and deeper into the forest. But even just being a class of knight, you're going to get a massive like tanking bonus. As far as damage dealers go, spellcasters are my preferred ones because they are able to attack ghosts And ghosts are really annoying when you have to constantly pray to attack them, because sometimes you get attacked by swarms of ghosts, and you just can't keep prayer up enough. And then healers is just the class healer. You pretty much just need healers. I really can't imagine trying to play without healers. So the question I have for you right now is, what tech to unlock for battle? So what I could do is start working towards armor. So towards armor, towards healer. So towards healer would be either getting spell healing light or getting enchanter. And the last one is towards towers. Despite the fact that I said I didn't... Oh, wow, I typed towers, but whatever, you know what I mean. I can still make do with towers. They're just a little bit trickier to use because, of course, can't be moved around or whatever. Towers, yeah. Just exactly. Oh, I hadn't noticed, but there was, I was not paying attention to it. There were ghosts during the night that were, like, haunting us. I was messing around with my research tree. I shouldn't have done that. You guys want towards healer, primarily. Alright. So in that case, what I'm going to do is get an enchanter, working my way to healer, instead of going for healing light. Healing light's great, but I'd rather have an enchanter first. And the archers cost 2. The enchanters cost 2. I only have army size 4 out of 5, so unless I want to retrain one of my swordsmen as an enchanter, I can't get an enchanter right now. What traits do these guys have? I'll probably end up waiting. So once I unlock the Sorcerer tech, I'll also get army size +2, which will give me the ability to get either an Enchanter or a Sorcerer. And for that, I only need 2 more Dark Shards. So, let's go look for a little bit of trouble. I want to kill like a monster or 2, but I don't necessarily want to take on like an entire army encampment. We'll go this way. One more enemy. I'm just trying to lure it away from its base, so we don't build up too much forest vengeance. There we go. That's enough. And we'll unlock Sorcerer. So the difference between these is a Enchanter gives a Touch of Luck, which increases an allied warrior's critical chance hit, and Touch of Stone. You start off with Touch of Stone. You get Touch of Luck once you level up even higher. And a Sorcerer gets Mystical Blow, Lightning Strike, and Magic Beam. So, like, one is an attacker, and the other is a defender. I'm going to choose, in this case, to maybe get a Sorcerer, and to put Blaz as the Sorcerer. And that's going to increase my ability to, like, deal with stronger enemies and the like. But working my way to try to get the healer as soon as possible is going to be really important, because battles with that healer is really tough to do. Oh! An entire field of Radish beet people. soon as this field is done, I can replant it bigger. Or let's just build a new one. A new 9-bed for beets. There. So, in order to get the tavern up, I need the forge first. The forge needs the metal, and it looks to me like nobody is working the workbench, and that's probably due to a lack of manual priority setups. So let's, yeah, it kind of reset. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to start having blacksmithing as a task that people do as higher priority. And then pretty soon we're also going to have farming and cooking added to the queue as well. There we go. So now we're actually blacksmithing up the pipes that we need. And cutting up the boards that we need. With all of the warriors I have right now, best thing I could do right now is to upgrade my spirit altar again. And to upgrade my sages again. Offering me the ability to get healer tech, which I think is vitally important. So I'm going to need 6 cogs, 2 metal parts, and 10 planks. And the metal parts are going to be in the forge once that's done. Obviously, this costs a lot more logs than I currently have access to, so we'll have to cut some trees down. Pissing off the forest even more, but that's fine. And, cheers. Alright, this stockpile here... Oh, this became 2 different stockpiles. This warehouse here is going to be Tavern 1. Come on, what's going on? As soon as I hit 1, it closes. Okay, I'll spell it out then. O-N-E. Tavern 1. And Tavern 1 is going to just be for food. Tavern 2. Also just for food. This is going to be for seeds. And then this is going to be not for food, not for seeds. This is workshop. Warehouse. Alright, good. Next spirit point is 450. We're not that close. And then I need 100 shards for next battle tech, which will unlock a healer, which is, again, really important. I have a population of 7, so let's add this person. High stamina. That works for me. And open up the work priorities. Oh, right. I fired my farmer. Hey. You could be my farmer. I forgot about that. But I don't need a cook yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. That's why my farm wasn't being tended to. My bad. There we go. And making sure to fertilize the new beet bed as well. So as you fertilize the crops, and you wait for them to grow, you get a lot more yield, obviously, as you can see. So I could start harvesting the beets now for like 18 beets or wait until they become 45 beets. Obviously, the longer I wait, the better it is, so I'm not going to harvest early. How's my oh, the forge is done. Excellent. All right, so the forge will need, I think, 2 metal parts for the sages and 2 metal parts for the tavern. What this means is I'm also going to need to find iron. I don't believe I know where iron is yet. There is, so I might need to go deeper into the forest and go mess with things, which is fine because I have a little bit stronger of an army now. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to take on some monster spawners and go deeper into the forest. This will trigger Vengeance, but I'll also get battle technology. So we're up to 92 Vengeance. It's fine. The other thing I could do is to open up the filters here. And like I can turn off all filters other than iron and everything else. So that when I open up the map, like, iron pops out more than, you know, any other resource. So, there is iron right there. This iron is pretty close to whatever this monster spawner is, so I'm going to have to clear that out. But there's iron right here somewhere. Here, let's open up the ore. Oh, there it is. Right there. But yeah, it's being guarded, so we'll have to kill the guards. So that is one such use for filters. If you're trying to find a specific material, it makes it a lot easier to, like, turn off the overlay for all the other materials, and then you can focus on the one thing you're specifically looking for. But I'm going to turn the filters back on, because I like to actually be able to see everything, not just the one resource. And in this fight, as a result of this fight, I'm inevitably going to trigger the Forest Vengeance. Yeah, there it is. But I have a strong enough standing army that I'll be able to take on, like, another one of these smaller encampments without much issue. And the result of this fight is I freed up these iron nodes to be mined. Perfect. Alright, the Avenging layer is to the southeast, probably right here. So I'm going to muster my troops back, home, heal, and then get out there and clear the Avenging forest. Because if we don't clear it within 7 minutes, we'll be automatically attacked by, ooh, I left a dark shard out there. We'll be attacked by, a wave. Yeah, I saw the one crystal I left out there. I'll go back for it eventually. There's only 3 monsters guarding this lair, so that's going to be pretty easy. Oh, there was a revenant nearby that was not guarding the lair, but just aiding in its proximity. And as a result of that, we reduced the vengeance down by 100. So now we don't have any avenging layers. There are random monsters around at night. So because I want the iron here, I need to kill out the monsters, the Ash Hags that are like guarding this area. So it's going to be high priority to you know, make sure that it's safe in that vicinity. My guess is the Sorcerer just blasted one such ghost. And this also gives me an opportunity to go scoop that, crystal I left behind. Plus, these little monsters do drop dark crystal, or shards. So if I kill 24 more of them, I'll be able to get my next military tech. Securing up a whole bunch of attack orders to actively hunt the revenants that are stalking the lands. Making sure to periodically check that none are getting really close to the village, because the random people that live in our village would die pretty quickly if any of these monsters started to attack them. So I'm 21 points away from being able to unlock healers. Oh, is there? Yeah, I need to get home. We got enemies encroaching on our home. Getting pretty close. These things don't like the sun, so once the sun comes up, they'll go away. And the game encourages you to do, like, high risk, high reward, going out at night, killing things. So it definitely benefits you to be really active at night, hunting down enemies like you're a witcher or something. Because if you don't, you lose the ability to farm for the research for military. And in this case, I might even go so far as to, with my current army, which is pretty healthy, continually clear out monster armies for the shards, so that they can get even stronger. Because trying to get a healer... Oh, shoot. Time to run. I'm not quite ready for the Night Hag. I'm gonna give everyone prayer first. Night Hags are in a league of its own. These little mushroom men are nothing, but Night Hags are pretty serious. Alright, you chill. Plus, the Night Hags will periodically abduct your people. So, preemptively destroying a Night Hag well keeps them from, like, abducting you. It is also a Nightmare Day. So a Nightmare Day is a day where ghosts, and they're already doing it, gank the hell out of your people, draining their energy. So this is honestly a really bad day for me not to be home, guarding my home, because my villagers are gonna get ganked. So I'll clean up this fight as fast as I can and then get home to defend against the nightmares. It's basically a day without sun. So if you take a look at the map, we've got a bunch of ghosts around. Now I can quickly pulse the spirit charm to send the ghosts that were closest to the base out. But as you can see, some of my villagers fell victim to the ghosts. And the ghosts are like stalking, you know, all the villagers around here because I was not present for this this haunting. Alright, the good news is I did end up getting enough points to unlock healer. So once my required buildings are upgraded, we'll be able to gain access to that. So here's the problem with the ghosts is because I don't have the required points or technology, the only one that can attack them is the summoner. Or the sorcerer, rather. Because you would need to pray to fight them with your regular troops, but all my regular troops' prayer is on cooldown. That's one of the advantages of having a sorcerer. Plus, the sorcerer can, I think it's magical blow. I forget which ability it is, but it allows the meleeers to start engaging. Thank you for tuning in to Night is Coming, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode on our upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow villagers.